Okay, let's hope that actually worked perfectly fine because, let's be honest, I don't know. I haven't messed with my stream deck in a while, so I don't actually know if that worked correctly. Better yet, I don't even know how to check. Oh, no, yeah, no. Ooh, wait, levels might be a bit off. Oh, no, they're fine, they're fine. Okay, we're good. No problem. Okay. Well, hello everybody, it's Nick Someone See here, and we are back with some even more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. The first game because, well, I mean, yeah, we're in the trilogy, we're gonna play all three. And we're in the third episode. For anyone who wasn't watching last time, we're just starting it. Before the last time, and when I say last time, I mean the last archive of this, yeah, I did try streaming this, and it didn't work out well because I was poorly timed. Normally, I do it when no one's around or when everyone's like asleep, so it's like pretty quiet. But as soon as I started, some people, you know, like my folks came home and everything, just like, well, that's just okay. That's not helpful at all. It's okay. Let's just go on ahead. Turnabout Samurai. Did I save on this or no? Let me check. Okay, we're good. Okay, so basically all that happened is we missed the Still Samurai intro, but it's not really a problem because I did put that in the last episode anyway, so no worries. Oh god, I forgot how to do these voices. It's like I knew I had to do voices, but then I forgot. First of all, I was doing Maya because she's the most annoying. It's gonna be even worse when I get to Pearl. For people who don't know Pearl, it's a character in the second game. He's gonna suck. Okay. Pretty sure I did like this voice for her though. So it's just, you know, high up and low. So it's like very exasperated. So that rocked. Kidding. Wow, I forgot she said that. See you in hell, evil magistrate. Whoa, stop waving that broom around. Oh, Nick, I didn't know you were there. Or here. Of course I'm here. What was that surreal show you were watching? What? Nick, you mean you don't know the Still Samurai? He's only the most popular TV hero for young people. Young? Like, how young? 10 years old? What the heck are you doing getting all excited? Hey, I'm only 17. That's 17. See? I'm a teen, not like you, Nick. Hey, don't talk to me like I'm your grandpa or something. I'm only 24 myself. I'm slowly catching up to that, actually. That's depressing. Then watch it with me. He's really cool, and it's really popular. When they asked grade school kids what they want to be, Still Samurai was #1. It's like they forget there were samurai shows before this. Okay. I'll get into, like, you know, doing the voices better as I go. It's been a little while, okay? So, I'll get better at it as we go. I really worry about kids these days. Gramps. Well, the Still Samurai's over. I guess it's time to close up the office. I guess. Wish we had some clients. A month has passed since my trial. Mia's murder was the talk of the town for some time. But no one paid any attention to the Wright & Co. law offices. How am I going to pay the rent this month? It'll be okay. I'm sure some big client is just around the corner. October 16th, 8:14 a.m. Phoenix Wright's bedroom. You know, I was going to make a joke about that, but it's all good. Hello? This is Phoenix. Nick! Maya? What? It's still early. It's Still Samurai. Still Samurai got arrested. Huh? You mean the guy on that show? Yes! They're saying that the Still Samurai killed a villain. Isn't that what he's supposed to do? Yeah, on TV. Yeah, on TV. No, I mean, he actually did it. He actually did it in real life. He skewered a villain with a samurai spear. I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. Just come to the office, quick. Please, Nick. Yes, I had to make him sound tired. Yeah, still 16. Maya's here, watching television. Now for the morning news. The actor Will Powers was arrested yesterday. Powers plays the lead role in the popular kid show The Steel Samurai, Warrior of Neo Tokyo. He was arrested on suspicion of murder. The victim was Jack Hammer, who played the villain known as the Evil Magistrate. His body was found still inside the Evil Magistrate costume. The samurai spear was also found stuck through the body. Or stuck, whatever. Police believe this was the man. Imagine the news anchor said that. Like, stuck, whatever. Police believe this was the murder weapon, and are investigating further. This has to be a joke. No. It's a nightmare. The Steel Samurai's over. The world is over. Yeah, I mean, you're not gonna make sounds for bring. I mean, it's already doing it on its own. Yes, Wright and Co. offices. What? Sorry if I'm peeking. I'm trying not to. I could turn the mic a little bit, actually. Hold on. Nick, it's a Steel Samurai. What? Yes, of course. We'll be right there. Let's go, Nick. Go? Go where? Excuse me if that was audible. I recently changed my audio settings a little bit, so if you actually did hear me burp on that, my bad. Excuse me. Now there's Steel Samurai done in attention. So what? So I decided this would be our first case. Well, what should we do? What should we do? How can you just sit there like that? We have to get down to the detention center and meet the Steel Samurai. Does she want to investigate this case or just do some sightseeing? I wonder. My money's on sightseeing. We don't have enough information to make a case yet. Just admit it. You don't have a clue what happened. No, we just don't have enough information. What am I going to present? Yeah, okay, let me present the badge. What about this? You like showing that off, don't you, Nick? My poor ego. Alright. Detention Center. October 16th, Detention Center. Visitor's room. I'm just gonna make random noises for that. Oh god, what did I do with this guy last time? Granted, you guys don't know, but, What's wrong, Maya? It's him, in the flesh. Is this guy really him? What do you mean, that guy? Of course it's him. Will Powers, our client. That's him. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this, but he definitely did it. Murder. At least once. Maybe twice. Whoa. What are you saying? Yes? I'm trying to think of what voice I want to do with him. No? Worst part is, like, I mentioned it before, but, other than actually playing this, wait, hold on. We have two sources of knowing, like, what this guy could sound like. You have the actual anime, and then you have, which I've watched the English version. And then, the Game Grumps when they did this, when they went through the game. So, I'm not trying to emulate one of them, per se, but, it may start sounding like it. I don't even know what I'm gonna do with this guy. Something wrong? No, wait, hold on. Something wrong. What did I do for this guy? I don't remember. Okay, this is gonna be a workshop voice. It's not gonna be his voice whatsoever. I'm trying to think of what I'm gonna be doing. No! This is getting up to a great start. I know. You're disappointed, aren't you? Disappointed? Oh, no. No, it's okay. This is the real me. When I got the part of the Steel Samurai with that mask, I decided I would never show my face in public until the job was over. Why am I making him sound like an old guy? It's the kids, you know. I don't want to wreck their dreams. Oh. I guess it didn't matter. So much for dreams. I wonder what they think of the Steel Samurai now. Yeah, I'm not gonna do a full-on wah. I have the audio range to do it. Nah. Nick, what? He's a good guy. I mean, he's good. Yeah. He didn't do it. Maybe you could start by telling us what happened? Yes, of course. Seems like it was only yesterday. Actually, it was only yesterday. The cast has come down for Global Studios for a run-through. We went through a few action sequences at 10 that morning. There was a rehearsal scheduled for 5 in the afternoon. But when 5 came around and the staff gathered at the studio, the evil magistrate was found lying in a crumpled heap near the set. I was starting to turn a little bit into that voice again. They took off his mask and discovered that it was Jackhammer, dead. He'd been expertly skewered by the samurai spear. The samurai spear? Yes, it's a long spear that the Steel Samurai uses as a weapon. Maybe explain to me just what the Steel Samurai is? Nick, how would you say such a thing? I'm sorry, sir. I apologize for my partner. He's new to this and a bit out of touch with the world. Hey, who's new to this? No, it's alright, really. The Steel Samurai is the lead character in a popular kids show. He walks the streets of Neo Tokyo, fighting battle after battle against the evil magistrate and his minions. Seriously, I'm turning into the Homer voice, which is literally what Game Grumps did. God damn it. Oh well. Of course, he never really defeats the evil magistrate. Although, I guess he did defeat him this time. I see. Neo Tokyo. Who comes up with these names? Yeah, well, the anime doesn't give you any justice there, buddy, because you, sir, watch plenty in your day. Now, where were you on the day of the murder? Well, that morning I came to the studios at 9. We worked through some action scenes until noon. Rehearsal was to begin at 5, but I was a little tired. So after lunch, I took a nap in my dressing room. When I woke up, it was 5. I was late for the rehearsal. I hurried to the studio and found everyone looking shocked. They arrested me on the spot and brought me here. You made it sound like they arrested you. I mean, granted, sure, but whatever. So I was sleeping the entire afternoon of the murder? Some action hero. What would the kids think? I think I should probably check out the scene of the murder. Right, Global Studios. I'll draw you a map. Wow, Nick, let's go. I'm on about $10, yes, for autographs. Wow, so this is where they make the Steel Samurai show. Awesome. Are you excited? Hey, you there. You want in? You gotta go through me. Sorry. But we're, lawyers. Oh, yeah? Well, that's great. I'm security. And it's my job to make sure that gawkers like you stay out. Gawkers? Gawkers. Sightseers. Tourists. I know the type. You heard about that incident and came to snoop around. Used to day. Something horrible happens and all you can think is sightseeing. Wasting your time in a place like this. Don't you have a job you should be along or doing lawyers the rest of us? Maybe I should be a lawyer too. Like it used to be when I was younger. My God, it's hard. If it gets hard. It's fucking hard to do. God, I tried. You just said a few more times, so I am going to keep trying. Oh, God, let me catch my breath on that one. Nick? Will I grow up to be like her? Please say no. I don't know, it's possible. Hey, listen when you're being spoken to, used to day. So, what do you do here at the studios? At Global Studios? I make children's dreams come true. In fact, in my younger days... No, you were a star? Only a little twinkle between the stars here, I'm afraid, dearie. Wow. This place has really gone downhill, you know? But 10 years ago, now that was a studio of dreams. Hammer was a big star back then, too, he was. Hammer? The victim, dummy. The evil magistrate. He's been reduced to playing villains now. Not exactly the best material to work with. I don't know, villains have a lot of character growth in a lot of movies these days. So, probably not in a Japanese setting, but then again, where does this game take place? This game is like a mixture between Japan and the US, because it uses both of the legal systems. I mean, granted, yeah, the game was made in Japan. That doesn't really tell us much. Can you tell me about Mr. Will Powers? He's not a bad kid, but don't be fooled by his mask. You wouldn't want him on the silver screen without it, believe me. Little old ladies watching would lose their lunch. That's probably why he thought that Steel Samurai was a big chance. No one thought he was capable of doing what he did to poor Jackhammer. I don't know for certain that Will Powers is guilty. Powers? Of course he's guilty. How do I know? I know everything. That's my job. Worst part is I have some insight with this one. You don't know everything. Chris, I don't know how long you've been there. What kind of person was Jack Hammer? What kind of person? Oh, if only you knew. Jack Hammer will live on in many hearts as the ultimate action hero. He was simply dashing in the Dynamite Samurai series. Should I have heard of that? But there was an accident during filming 5 years ago. I'm losing the voice already. He got an unlucky break after that. Reduced to playing the villain on a children's program. What's more, I hear they were paying him peanuts. It's enough to make you cry. Why are you so certain Mr. Powers is the killer? I was sitting right here yesterday, I was here from 1 in the afternoon to 5. Okay, I'm about to say, is that actually when you got here and when you left? I mean, granted they could have evacuated the place, but... Okay. When they found the body. Now the studio where the murder took place is to the left here. So if you want to go to the studio, you have to pass by me. Only one person went by here between 1 and 2:30 when the murder took place. And that person was Mr. Powers. Yes, I saw him. But Mr. Powers says he was sleeping in his dressing room. Oh, I'm sure he would say that. He's no fool. But he was the only one that walked by. He's the killer. You can bet your biscuits on it. It's about time for you to be heading home. There's nothing to see here. Move along. Actually, we're here at Mr. Powers' request. I thought you were suspicious looking. Show me a letter of request, and maybe I'll just let you in. This lady here thinks she owns the place, obviously. What if I just do this? What's that? You giving that to me? Absolutely not. Hello, I was a studio. Y'all think I did it, don't they? No, not at all. Is that right, Nick? Right, not at all. At worst, you're a suspect. Mr. Powers, you aren't hiding anything from me, are you? What? No, I'd never do that. Earlier, you said that you were sleeping in your dressing room after lunch. Yes, like a baby. But the security lady says she saw you that day. She says she saw you heading towards the scene of the crime. What? That's not possible. I really don't know what to say. I was sleeping, I promise. Mr. Powers, if you want me to help you, you have to tell me the truth. I'm new to this lawyer business, and I need every advantage I can get. That's not something you say to your client. You say that, and it's just like... and just like, oh god, I hired this guy. I mean, they could fire at any moment and then just go get another lawyer. I know, I'm sorry. But I swear to you on my mama's grave, I was sleeping. But the security lady only thought she saw me? She see? He doesn't seem to be lying. About the security guard at the main gate of the studio. Oh, the security lady? She's terrible. She called me suspicious looking. Yes, actually, she's said the same thing to me before. Take off that mask, were her words, I believe. She sucks up to all the big wigs in the studio. Let her see you stumble once and she'll never let up on you. She's got some nerve. Do you think you could write up a letter formally requesting my representation? Of course. Oh, I'm getting a headache for some reason. It's been crazy in this house today. I mean, I woke up with it like super cold. It was like 61 in here, which, granted, for a lot of people that's not really that cold, but I'm saying in a house, it's cold. Outside, meh. But inside, it's a tight space, man. It's cold. So I bumped it up to like 68, and then I realized it's hot in here. I just bumped down to 65. I'm still burning up. I could turn my fan on, but I'm okay. So that this will get me past that security lady. Ma'am, have a look at this. It's a letter of request from Mr. Powers. Yes, I recognize the bold, childish scrawl. Powers' request given to the security lady. To think he would entrust his fate to youths of such unreliable appearance. Really? Really? Anyway, you may pass. But only left from here, towards the studios. Not going to the right, that's the employee area. no one allowed inside, pal, were my instructions. The good detective told me himself. Hey, Nick. Huh? There were maps in the security guard station. Hey, not bad. Those are 50 cents apiece, thank you. Well, time to go, Nick. 50 cents. I'm trying to look away when I talk, so I'm not like into the mic directly. So if it gets loud in clips, I apologize. Like, yeah. I'm trying. What the hell? Okay, it's still working. I just don't, whenever I talk, like, I have a USB interface, it, like, blinks a light whenever I talk, so it just wasn't at that point. I'm like, hey? October 16th, Studio 1 entrance. Hey. That's all I'm gonna say. Hey. What are you doing? Okay. Give me a second, everyone. I'll check some real quick. Let me, I gotta check some real quick, guys, so I'm gonna have to take a pause on this one. Apologies if you hear the keyboard there. Not my fault. Technically, it is my fault because I got the thing and I didn't realize I had green switches. And those are very clicky. Tactile mouse. Again. Hey. Aren't you that murderer from the other day? It's the confused detective. Hey, pal. You know Prosecutor Edgeworth is all upset, and it's your fault. What? That was the voice I gave him. It was more like a this. I saw him sipping tea and staring gloomily out the window. So? Hey, if he's depressed, it's all your fault for doing sloppy detective work. That's fair. Detective? I think you hurt his feelings. Oh no, I'm sorry. Well, I think his feelings are easily hurt. You're right, pal. It's all my fault. I can blame other people all I want, but I know the truth in my heart. Hey, don't take it so hard. There's always the next case. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Hey, what exactly are you two doing here? Well, we're on this case too, pal. Huh? Hey, you can't just go around saying pal like that. That's my endearing character trait. I suck at these voices, Jesus Christ. I can keep it for a second and then it's just gone. It's been a while. If I kept at this like for long enough, I could actually just continuously do it, no problem. I'd say he's a character, all right. Meep. Investigation. So how's your investigation going, detective? Well, Hey, I can't tell you about that, pal. Nick, maybe you need to be a little more indirect with your questions. Right, so, detective, mind if I take a look at what you got? What I got? The autopsy report. The latest version, if you please? Right. Sorry about what happened last time, pal. Time of death, 10, 15, 230. Yep. Why was Mr. Powers arrested? Simple, pal. The murder took place right over there in Studio 1. Now, the victim entered Studio 1 at approximately 1 p.m. At that time, there was no one other than the victim in the studio. According to the autopsy report, the time of death was 2:30. I'm really terrible at these voices. going to keep saying that over and over again because honestly, I feel like I am. Like, I get to the point where it's like, okay, it's fine. And then out of nowhere, boop, gone. I think so far my favorite voice to do is the security lady. Even though there's no issue. Only one person went to the studio between 1 and 2:30. And that person was none other than Will Powers. No one else, pal. If you think I'm lying, ask security lady at the main gate. Nick, if that's true, anyone would think that Powers did it with that kind of evidence. Thanks for cheering me up. About the security lady. Oh, that sweet old lady? What a charmer. Huh? Are we talking about the same person? When I showed her my badge, she gave me a donut and some coffee. Remember what Powers said. He's a sucker for authority. She gave me a piece of valuable evidence. What? What kind of evidence? Well, that, photo. The photo that still samurai and enjoyed the scene of the crime. What? Who took that? See the camera at that gate, pal? The gate? You mean the one with the welcome sign? Yeah. Whenever someone walks by, the camera automatically snaps a photo of them. Oh no. Nick, he has evidence. We're finished. Funny, we're someone with hard proof. It doesn't look too happy. What's wrong, pal? You seem down. Don't look so happy when you say that. Oh. We'd like to ask the employees here some questions. Sure thing, pal. Go wherever you like. Of course, you're not going to find any clues I haven't already found. Glad someone around here seems to be enjoying themselves. Nick, let's go. We've got a free pass to the place. Now's our chance to check things out. 2 people are enjoying themselves. What? Oh yeah, I gotta go the other way. Nick, look. The security lady's in the guard station stuffing her face with donuts. Fatty. I guess all cops like their donuts. Hey. Alright. I'm not a cop, but... yeah, and they're soft enough she doesn't need a teeth to chew them. Hey, you. Well, are you satisfied Powers is guilty yet? I really need to get that voice back. Ugh, she had me in my left heart by giving that photo to Detective Gumshoe. Why don't you tell us about the security photo, ma'am? Oh, that. I just thought it'd be more thrilling to talk with the detective himself. These things are important, you know. Oh, just to the left from here is the gate with the camera that took the photo. It's my job to take the photo every day, you see. This gas station is in a central position. No matter where you go here, you pass by my station first. Poor Hammer, he went to the studio just before 1. Murder happened right around 2:30, see? The only one... Literally, these two are starting to blend together. It's like slightly different pitch, but Old Bag and Gumshoe are starting to get a little close on voice. Now, when I see go through here between 1 and 2:30, it was Powers himself. The security camera got a good look at him, too. If he's not the one who did it, I don't know who is. Maybe it was you? Good one, Sonny. Thinks I was joking. Was the victim Mr. Hammer a popular actor? Oh, he was the biggest star in the studio. Was? Past tense? Oh yes, he was as great as the bearded samurai. That too, yes. He shone the brightest back in the day. Making a star like him play the evil magistrate is a disgrace, I tell you. Hammer took it pretty hard, and who can blame him? About the security camera. Oh, yes, the camera. My mistake. You came here for that crap. You didn't care for stories. Dumb bitch. It's automatic. It can tell when someone walks through that gate, see? Then it snaps a photo. Apparently, it records the time when it takes a picture, too. But I don't bother myself with those details. I just view all the photos on the camera over in the security guard station. I check them every day before going home, I do. Don't have anything to do with this. Okay. Louis! Okay. Nick, this is where they do all the behind-the-scenes stuff. Hey, look, there's Powers' dressing room. No one's here this soon after the murder, I guess. Let's take a look around. Okay, why is it I'm like, sure, I'm talking, I have a drink here, but as I'm talking, my throat is still getting drier. Yes, that's what happens when you talk, but shoot me that damn bad. Okay, the metal grid on the drain here has been taken off. That's a pretty big drain. A kid could fit through there, I bet. Yeah, if you snuck in that way, you wouldn't have to pay at the gate. Well, if you want to leave that way, be my guest. Right. Huh? Hey, I'm not a kid. There's a half-inch backdrop for a stage here. Looks like a castle. Probably Neo old Tokyo castle. Looks like one of those electric-powered bicycles. I don't know about these. I mean, what's the point? Makes it a lot easier to go up hills. People cycle to get exercise? Oh. We're Phoenix. The remains of yesterday's lunch is scattered around. Everyone was probably too shocked to clean up. There's a T-bone on one of the plates, minus the steak. T-bone steak. That would have hit the spot. You just had a burger. Yeah, but I have a second stomach just for steaks. What? Oh boy, the second stomach thing's going. Okay, we're just gonna go now. The door to the dressing room is not locked. Hey Nick, let's take a look inside. Maybe we can find something as a souvenir? What do you mean find? You never know. There might be something like the samurai spear. We don't need a spear. It's the murder weapon for crying out loud. Power's dressing room. So this is where he was sleeping. Or at least, this is where he claims he was sleeping. No one actually saw him take a nap here, did they? Right, and there's a picture of him near the crime scene. Hope he's telling the truth, for his sake. There's a vast array of cosmetics here. Oh, this is the wig he used in Samurai Boogie Woogie. Nick, try this on. No. And how can you tell the name of a show just by looking at a wig? I, kinda like samurai movies? Kinda. Why's have mirrors like this in dressing rooms? I see my hair is still nice and spiky. Just how I like it. There's some regular suits in among the costumes here. Those must be his own clothes. It'd be fun to wear one of the costumes. I'd say you were already wearing one myself. Burn. There's a bunch of snacks on the table. They must give these to the employees. Some tea and cookies. Nick, I'm hungry. You just had a burger. Yeah, but I have a separate stomach for sweets. How many stomachs does this girl have? Looks like someone was sleeping here. Maybe Powers did take a nap here yesterday. Yeah, not much conversation in between. This is me just doing a lot of voicing. It's locked. Looks like he doesn't open his window much. I guess it is kind of dusty outside. Oh yeah, the back. This must be Powers' bag. Hey, don't open that. Look, an employee card key. That must be Powers'. It says Studio 1. Let's take it, Nick. Borrow it. You mean borrow. Okay, and we leave. Hey, detective, take a look at this. What's that? Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't show him that. Oh, that was the other one. Confiscate it. Oh, I just want to show it off. Well, how do I get around then? I need to go to Studio 1 here. Oh, I see. Duh. Examine. Studio mascot. I guess it's a monkey of some kind. What kind of monkey has a nose like that? He's holding a sign in his hand. Right to Studio 1, left to Studio 2. Look at that thing. It looks kind of busted. Oh, the wind was pretty strong yesterday, and the hair broke off. They took that tree down with it, too. Nope, nope. Not what I said. Right here. Detective Gumshoe, what's down the path to the left? Looks like a tree fell down over the path. Oh, yeah. That way is kind of dangerous. You should stay out, pal. There's nothing down there, anyway. That's where Studio 2 used to be, they tell me. They don't use it now, though. You know, while I like to, Gumshoe as a character, I also am going to be glad that in later games he's a little less apparent. So, a little bit easier to deal with the voices. I'm a little bushed. Maybe I'll take a short rest here. Hey, good idea, pal. Detective, are you on the case? Well, yeah, but... Hey, I should just get tired of standing around too, pal. I wish I could stand up more. Entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. Let's go and check it out, Nick. I wonder if this card key we borrowed from the dressing room will work. It opened! Right, we're in! He's way too happy for someone visiting a crime scene. Yeah, I wonder why. By the way, you know they don't do that anymore? They don't do that tape thing. Because it's just disturbing evidence of this at that point. What is it? You're real quiet all of a sudden. Doesn't it give you the shivers, Nick? That white tape, it's so real. Well, the evil magistrate did die here. And still samurai killed him. The murder weapon was a samurai spear. Sounds pretty real to me. The outline where Jack Hammer's body lay with a tape. His body was found still inside the evil magistrate costume. I guess that's why the head part looks like a helmet. Funny, I expected a spear stabbing would leave at least a few bloodstains. I guess the costume must have absorbed most of it. Wow, look at that camera. It must cost a ton. Yeah, so don't touch it. Whoa, it's heavier than I thought. Hey! Oh, wait, hold on. God, I wanted to make this one very annoying. Hey, you! No touching that! Yep. This is what I'm going with. You know, it does not fit whatsoever. Sorry, my partner's kinda, you know. You know? No, I don't know. Okay, they're the same voice. Clearly, I'm not good at freaking making impressions of a female voice. Suck at it. Who are you? I kind of don't want to do that voice now. I want to do something else. So this is a problem. I have to come up with voices for new characters. Let me think of all the new characters. We have this one. Okay, 2, 3. It's 3 voices. Is that all I have to do after this? No. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's actually it. There's only 3 voices left for me to do in this episode. Not too bad, I guess. Okay. Who, me? I'm an assistant here. I help with props and stuff. Moving them around, ordering new ones, etc. We're lawyers, representing Mr. Will Powers. Oh, you're WP's people. WP? Oh, Will Powers. WP. I get it. I don't envy you guys one bit. But, do what you can for a WP, okay? Okay, it's gonna be even lower. He never hurt a fly. He has to be innocent. Actually, wait, that's her voice too. God damn it. I can't keep those dang voices separate. Because technically that was her original voice. Don't worry, leave it to us. Could you tell me anything about the day of the murder? Yes, I was in the studio the whole day. They're just gonna be the same voice, okay? So screw it, I'm not gonna make it any different. You guys have any issue with that? Oh well. I was only assistant on staff that day, you see. Only one assistant? Yes, well, the studios isn't doing so well right now. And yesterday was only rehearsal for our action sequences. Oh, I see. I could go lower and this still be her voice. Maybe I'll do that for Pearl. Do even worse, like this, because, you know, she's tiny. Okay, yeah, that's definitely Pearl's voice. That's gonna be Pearl's voice. Ooh, that's gonna be a fun one. In the morning we went through the action sequences in the employee area. WP and Hammer were there, along with everyone else. The employee area, that's where Power's dressing room is, right? Oh, whoops. Yes, that's the place. I was still reading as Penny, I didn't notice it switched. After eating lunch there, Mr. Hammer went to Studio 1, and then I saw WP go into his dressing room. But I didn't see either of them after that. Did you know that Mr. Powers was sleeping in his room? No, I wouldn't go in there unless I had some urgent message for him. I mean, it's his private... What kind of girl do you think I am? What kind? No. I'm sure you're fine, girl. Sorry. I'm forgetting the confirmation part of his alibi. What do we do, Nick? We haven't found anything. If WP was the one who came to the studio, then he has to be the killer. They even have a photograph. Sorry. I know you're busy. Not really. Actually, there's been something bothering me. Aha! That's what I'm talking about. A clue. A lead. Well, I don't know about that. But that day just afternoon, I sensed someone was here. You sensed? Yes, several times. Some other studio employees, maybe? No, I don't think so. The only thing we had scheduled was an action scene run-through. I was the only assistant here that day. I have a feeling it was someone from outside. Wait. But wait, if someone had come in here, wouldn't the security lady have noticed them? Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry, I don't have any better information than that. No, thanks. That helps us a lot. Anything helps. Let's go put that security lady on the spot. I need to get better at these. So, you sense that someone other than the regular film crew was here and was in the studio? Yes, I think. I think doesn't cut it in a witness testimony. Nick, what about that security lady? If someone else came into the studio, she must have seen them. Yeah, I was just talking. I was talking. Oh, sorry, pal. I didn't notice you were there. What? You're still here? Really? You look as though you've seen a ghost. It's that face right there that kind of gets me back into the voice. What? I saw that suspicious look on your face. I wanted to ask you again about yesterday. You came here at 1, correct? And the estimated time of Amber's death was 2:30. Are you sure that Power was the only one to go through here between those times? Sure as can be. But we have a witness who thinks there was someone from outside here that day. What? Are you absolutely sure you were here watching the whole time? Ma'am? Who was it? Who told you that? Who dares question me? You better tell me... Hold on. You better tell me and tell me quick, you spiky-haired cretin. Someone's here complaining about the work I do, eh? We were just talking to the assistant in Studio 1. She's not even a full-time employee. Are you young'uns are like that nowadays? I can't. Okay, I give up already. I didn't get a good start. I don't want to continue. That's a fucking throat. The worst part is I'm drinking soda. Soda doesn't go well with trying to keep your, like, mouth hydrated. I don't have water, okay? I don't have water. She left. Well, Nick, this is our chance to do what we can without her looking over our shoulders. The computer that runs the studio security cameras. Nick, maybe we can see that photo Powers with this computer. Yeah, maybe. Should I try the computer? Right. Okay, let's give it a try. You know how to work these things, Nick? Looks like I just have to enter in a few numbers. Let's see. First, I need the date of the murder. So the camera turned on a 1 that day. 1. That was when the security lady arrived at the guard station. Please enter the number of the security camera. Ooh. Oop, oop, oop. There. Entered. Hey, printing out the data for that day. Let's see what we got. Good. I actually remember the number without even knowing it. Huh? How is this a picture of Will Powers? Well, he's the one who always wears that suit. I guess that's why the security lady thought it was him. I imagine the detective was very happy with this photo as evidence. Something's printed on the back. Huh? 12:15, 2 p.m., photo number 2. What does that mean? Maybe there's more photo data from that day? No, that's the only one in the computer. Powers is a photo editor? Who knows? Hey, Nick, can we use this photo as evidence for the trial? Yeah. We'll put that security lady in her place with this. Right, we'll put her in her place. Hey, that's what I said. Anyway, let's show her this photo and see what she says. Wait, let's not. Why not? It's never a good idea to reveal your hand to the enemy too soon. Nick, you're craftier than I give you credit for. Why, you could be the next evil magistrate. Hey, why do I have to be the villain? Relax, it's just a joke. So, are we done for the day? I think this photo is what we needed for the trial. Still, it'd be better if we had some idea who the real killer was. Maybe it really is that security lady. Oof. Yay, trial day! I prefer trial days, it's much more fun to talk. Much more action. And obviously, you get actual things to do. Da 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 da. Trial. Ah, and I get to use 2 other voices, finally. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. The prosecution will show the court that at 2:30 p.m. on October 15th, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer in Studio 1 of Global Studios. It is impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. The evidence presented during the trial will all point to this fact. I see. Very well. I would like to move on to some testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call its first witness. Very well. I call a most familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand. Detective, if you would briefly describe this case to the court. Yes, sir. I'll explain with the guide map here. To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studio, see? This here is an employee area. The actors did a run-through of their action scenes during the morning here. This is the main gate to the studios. The security lady that works at the studios was here at 1 p.m. on that day. Past the security station, there's a gate, see? You see? Seriously, he has like this kind of weird thing going on. Past that are the studios. And a giant monkey statue that no one really cares about. And here it is, Studio 1. This is the scene of the murder, where the body was found. Now, on the day of the murder, October 15th, there were only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hammer, the defendant, Will Powers, and a young woman, the production assistant. All the production staff were in the employee area until noon. Then after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to Studio 1. Right after that, at 1, the security lady got to the guard station. Now jump ahead to later that day, 5 p.m. The production staff came to Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was cancelled. God, can't wait to start doing freaking Solid Snake impression, because, spoiler alert, there's a character where I'm gonna be doing a Solid Snake. Because my voice keeps going to that sometimes, you can hear it a little bit, like, yes. I don't even know. It's gonna be fun. The time of death was 2:30 p.m. The samurai spear found lodged in the victim's chest was a murder weapon. That's the case in brief. Anyone like to hear that again? Should I listen to the whole thing again? Yeah, see, this is the freaking Ocarina of Time shit. You know, where you have that stupid owl that's like, do you want to hear what I say again, kid? And you just say no, it's like, oh, yeah, I'll tell you it again. Like, shut the fuck up. Oh, that's gonna be my voice for another guy. I think I can probably remember that. So, the murder weapon was a spear. How medieval. Set my spear out of the court record. Your Honor, this case is quite simple if you ask one question. And that question is, what did the security guard at the guard station see? Understood. Let's call the security officer to the stand. Will the witness declare her name? My, why aren't you a handsome fella? I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered. Your name, please. Oh, dearie, no need for you to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma. Your name, please. Seems Edgeworth has a bit of trouble getting his witnesses to say their names. When you go back, dearie. So just call me Grandma. So when I was young, I was at Old Bag. Never just the other children would make fun of me. Just, would you believe it? There was this boy that kept at the chest. He called me Old Bag. Objection. I object to the witness's talkativeness. Objection sustained. The witness will refrain from rumbling on the stand. I'll just get into the good part, dearie. Perhaps we can get to the testimony? Now, the witness was stationed at the main gate on the day of the murder, correct? Yes, it was. And to get to the scene of the murder, someone would have to pass by you? You know your stuff, do you? You may begin your testimony. Sure is one hell of an old bag. I love this music. The day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Poor old Hammer and the rest have been doing a run-through since this morning. I had some errands to run that morning. Anyway, it was 1 when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from then till 5. Now, the murder happened at 2:30, right? Interesting to me because a certain man walked by me at 2. It was Powers, that man right there, and he was heading toward the studio. Yeah, I'm losing these voices. I can get it back just fine. You saw the defendant then? Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? Oh, yes. Whatever. Not a question. Okay. What kind of errands? Oh, well, you know. Answer the question. Actually, I was watching poor old Hammer and Powers. Observing, you know? Observing? Were you supposed to be at the guard station? Whippersnapper. I told you I locked the gate, didn't I? I did my job. I'm not sure your boss would see it that way. Anyway, I always watch Hammer's run-throughs. Always. Never miss one in all my years. Wow, I want to see a Still Summer run-through too. You could quit being a spirit medium and take up guard duty. Not a bad idea. So you were watching there the whole time? No breaks? Not even a second? Of course. I'm a professional, you know. Or you're criticizing how I do my job, whippersnapper. No, it's just after seeing you eating those donuts in the guard station yesterday, I can once again and eat donuts at the same time. Snipperwapper. Snipperwapper. Well, one bag is losing it, Nick. Why don't you raise an objection? So, the witness wasn't on duty through the afternoon the whole time. Very well. What did you see? Okay, I don't want to do with this one. Let me get this straight, old bag, or Miss Old Bag. You've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? But you're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you? Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. What is this exactly? None other than the Steel Samurai Defender of Neo-O Tokyo. Miss Old Bag, is this the Mr. Powers that you saw? Of course. Didn't your mama teach you any sense, sonny? Anyone can plainly see that's Powers, right? No, they can't. Well, I mean, I wonder. True, Mr. Powers does play the role of Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai. I know that. I wasn't born yesterday. No one in this court is accusing you of that, Miss Witness. He's having trouble calling her Old Bag, apparently. It's the little old himself. However, you do not have proof that the person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you? Nosy old man. Of course I have proof. What? Huh? And Edgeworth is surprised. The prosecution would like to ask the witness. Please make known all the information in your possession ahead of time. How was I supposed to know everyone would be so nosy? You should be ashamed, all of you. God, all these are starting to hurt my throat. That was a purposeful cough. Ugh. I kind of want to go get something better to drink in a minute. Anyway, I showed that photo to the younger detective. He told me this isn't any good as evidence, pal. He didn't even give it a second look. Wow, I guess left even Edgeworth speechless. She's good. Let's hear about your proof, then. I never say anything I didn't mean, mind you. That morning, during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now, look at that picture. You can see he's dragging his legs, see? Clear as day. That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy? So he had sprained his ankle. Very well. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. He's gotta be hiding something. Press her until she squeals. Let's not repeat that one. Trip and fall. Are you absolutely sure? Let's take a look at the photo again. So he was walking strangely because he was injured. It does look like he was dragging his foot. See? And you didn't trust me, whippersnapper. So. Look, I'll just... Trip and fall? Yes, and to think, he's supposed to be the Steel Samurai. What a laugh. So Powers sprained his ankle, and I helped make it better for him, of course. You? You helped make it better? I kissed it where it hurt. Let's just skip over that part, shall we? Where was the assistant, then? Oh, her? She was cleaning up backdrops, I think. She didn't even know about Powers' ankle. You may continue your testimony. He broke one of the props. Oh, well, I don't need to read that. He broke a prop? Sure did. His own samurai spear. Samurai spear? Murder weapon? Luckily, I was there with duct tape to fix it. This strikes me as a significant detail. I better write this down in the court record. Apparently, he sprained his ankle a bit. Oh, okay. I think we've heard enough. Haven't we, Your Honor? Well, there is one thing that bothers me, which is... Where is the Steel Samurai costume now? Actually, well, we couldn't find it. We're looking, though. Anyway, that's not important. The witness did see the Steel Samurai, yes? And it is clear that the person in the Steel Samurai suit was Mr. Will Powers. I suppose that's right. You're sure, Your Honor? Hold it right there. We keep talking possibilities, but we have to agree that this photo shows the Steel Samurai. Nowhere in this photo can we see Mr. Will Powers. The defense has a point. I also wonder if someone else, not caught on camera, could have killed Mr. Hammer. We have to consider that possibility also. Then allow me to remove that doubt from your mind, Hero. Will the witness continue our testimony, please? No need to ask twice. Oh, 1 sec. Worst part about drinking a soda, you gotta burp like crazy. The time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m., true? The only person I saw go to the studio before then was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them. So, if no one else went to the studio, then it would have to be this Steel Samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Are you sure? The witness has answered the question. Anyone going into the studio had to pass by the witness. That's right, Sonny. You let him have it, edgy boy. Edgy boy? Old Windbag sure has balls at her. Old Windbags have a way of skipping over important details after all, or for that matter, entirely forgetting them. How convenient. Something for you to look forward to, perhaps. What about before you got to the guard station? You mean before 1? Why, everyone was in the employee area before then. And I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Not to mention... Damn it. Are you absolutely sure? Oh, quite, Sonny. Nothing suspicious looking passed by me at all. Nothing suspicious looking. Right. Damn it, I didn't mean to do that. How do you know that? Didn't I just explain? I gave donuts to the young detective. And then, after some rubbish about it being a secret, pal, he told me everything. I see Detective Gumshoe shares fellow officers' fondness for donuts. Hold on. Look at this photograph one more time. This photo was taken by the camera at the gate for the studios, correct? Yes, sirree, Sonny. So whenever anyone passes by here, it automatically takes a picture? And here I thought you didn't know your head from a hole in the ground. Right. Anyway, it's also true that the computer in the guard station records all security cam data. Oh, you know, if you wanted to work at the studio, we might have an opening. That's kind of fucked up. That very computer printed out this photo. Note that on the back of the photo are printed the words, October 15th, 2 p.m., photo number 2. But I know that means it was taken at 2 p.m. on October the 15th. Really, Sonny? Actually, I knew that too. The issue here is a bit at the end where it says, photo number 2. Photo number 2. The computer only held data for one photo on that day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photo be photo number 1 if it really was the only photo? Order. Please tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright. Actually, that's what I wanted to ask the witness. This evidence shows that not 1, but 2 people went to the studio that day. Yet, there's only data for 1 of the photos. Who could have erased the data for the other photo? Only someone with access, the security lady herself. Eh? You watch your mouth, whippersnapper. The only person I saw that day was Will Powers. But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by. Well, yes, that's what it would seem to mean. Can the witness explain this to the court? I don't understand these newfangled computer thingies. Edgy boy, help? Huh? Believe me, I want to, but I don't know what this means either. Somehow you are. You're whippersnapper too. Whippersnapper. Something the matter, Miss Oldbag? Ah, that's right. I just remembered something. Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate. Someone other than the Steel Samurai? Well, yes, I suppose you could put it that way. I see. Your testimony, please. Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. I go through the photos recorded on the security camera and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see. Come to think of it, now I remember throwing out 1 photo that day. Miss Oldbag, this is the first I've heard of this. Well, of course, Sonny, I've only just remembered it. Well, right. Well, anyway, Mr. Wright, please begin your cross-examination. Well, I'd say this was a term for the unexpected, but I expected this. Okay. How exactly do you determine what isn't suspicious looking? Oh, you can tell by looking at the faces, for the most part. For the most part? This is a murder trial, Miss Oldbag. Well, I didn't touch that suspicious-looking Will Powers' photo, did I? I think she's missing the point. Oop, whoops. Come to think of it, couldn't she think of that a little earlier? Classic old windbag maneuver, Maya. Might be a useful tactic to remember for use in my future career as a windbag. Let's find out more about this race photo. How many photos are there usually? Well, on a day when we're open in the public, we get more than 500 people. But on filming days, or rehearsal days, well, we don't have much money. We never get more than 50, and that's a big day. Do you back up all the security camera data? Well, they keep telling me to, yes. But those computers are just so frustrating. Well, who in the heck was in that photo you erased? Fanboy. Fanboy? Steel Samurai fanboys. Real freaks if you ask me. They get information about the rehearsals from gosh knows where. They're always hanging about. One was there that day. Wait a second. Didn't you just say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Those were your words. Well, if you must know, there's a drain that goes into the employee area. The grate has been loose for a while. It leads outside, and well, that's where they come in. They come in through the drain? I told you they were freaks. Oh, and they're kids. Children. Whippersnappers. Kids? So on the photo that you erased, it was a boy. Probably second or third grade. What? Order! Order! Let me get this straight. You saw two people pass by the gate on their way to the studios that day? One was a Steel Samurai dragging his leg. The other was a boy who looked to be in about second or third grade. Oh yes, well, we see his type there every day. Can't stop him, can't catch him. A boy in second or third grade. I assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield the samurai spear. Impossible, or impossible, I think. It's quite heavy. Right, as I said, I didn't pay him much mind. That's why I erased the data. Nick, what's going on? I mean, the boy was there, that makes him a suspect. Yeah, they're already trying to unsuspect him. This court will take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense and the prosecution to consider this new information. And no forgetting vital information this time. Mr. Powers? Yes? Tell me straight. Were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio? I didn't go to the studio. I was sleeping, honest. So, who was in the Steel Samurai in that security photo? Or who was in it? How should I know? The Steel Samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really. What? You should have taken better care of that stuff. I couldn't imagine anyone would want to steal a Steel Samurai costume. So where does this leave me? Doesn't look good. I actually had a sniff. Like I did a second ago. Allergies starting to act up. You're the only likely suspect right now. Nick! What are we gonna do? First, we play for more time. We'll start targeting someone else that could conceivably have done this. Right. And it'll take them so long to shoot us down that we can get another day. Right. But if we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot. You don't sound very optimistic. I'm not optimistic at all, actually. Hey, Nick, it's time. Okay, let's go. What does that mean? Please don't sigh like that. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Mr. Edgeworth, will you present the prosecution's thoughts on this matter? The prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the studios was a boy of roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do have may not be hard evidence. But there is still no one else that could have committed this crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Will Powers. Very well. Mr. Wright, your thoughts? The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who could have committed this crime. Order. Interesting. Let us hear what you have in mind. However, be aware that this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent. If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you'll be penalized. Right, great. As if the stakes weren't high enough. Stokes. So who was this person other than Mr. Powers that could have committed murder? Well, yeah. It was a security lady, Wendy Oldbag. Who? The still samurai is dragging his leg in this picture. That means whoever was in the suit knew about that morning's injury. Maybe because they had been watching the access scene run through. There was only one person other than Powers and Hammer who knew about the injury. The security lady, Oldbag. What? Whippersnapper. Order, order. Is this true, Mr. Oldbag? It's Oldbag. Oldbag. He said the miss. Oldbag, that's Miss Oldbag to you. Miss Oldbag was standing guard alone at that main gate. She was by herself. In other words, she has no alibi. She could have briefly left her post to steal the Steel Samurai costume. Then slipped into Studio 1, the scene of the murder. Why would she go through the trouble of wearing the Steel Samurai costume? Simple, Your Honor. She knew the camera at the gate would take her picture. If she was in his costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Powers. I see. Excellent deductive reasoning, Mr. Wright. Oh yeah, right here. Sherlock Holmes too, baby. That's odd. Isn't this the part where Edgeworth pounces? Doesn't he usually jump up with an objection to some new damning evidence? Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have an opinion on this matter? The prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time. What? What's that supposed to mean? Oh, so you all think I did it? Is that it? Edgy boy, don't just sit there, do something. It's my move. Maybe now's my chance to take this whole way. The very same reasoning that makes Mr. Powers a suspect in this case can be used to cast doubt on Miss Oldbag's actions on that day. But why would I do something so horrible to poor Hammer? You forget that Mr. Powers lacks a clear motive too. Indeed. I did it. Now Oldbag is one of the suspects. No hard feelings, I hope. Oh, those kind of hard feelings. Wait just a minute. What about the other person who went to the studio? That boy, the one whose photo I erased. He's only a grade schooler, though, as you said. Second or third grade, was it? That doesn't matter. When I was that age, I could pay my old man in 10 seconds tops. Your thoughts, Mr. Wright? That boy is not the killer. What? How can you be so sure? Oh, or is it be nice to the kids and mean to your elders that day? Whippersnapper. I have proof. Proof? Indeed. Then let's see this proof, Mr. Wright. You have proof that shows the boy could not have committed this murder. Ooh. That would work. The card key. He needs the card key to get in. Then the samurai spear, he can't lift it. To the card key. The scene of the murder, as we all know, was Studio 1. However, you need a card key to enter Studio 1. How could a boy with no formal relation to the studios have a card key? See. Well, will the witness care to comment on this? Windbag. Speechless. Sass. This has got to be a first. Very well. This court will now suspend proceedings of the current trial for today. Mr. Edgeworth, please find out more about your witness, Miss Wendy... What was her name? Something Oldbag, Your Honor. Then the prosecution will look further into this Oldbag before we continue. That is all. The court is adjourned. I love Cortez. Wait a second. I'm not gonna just sit here while you run off barking up the wrong tree. Me. I'm talking. Oh, great. Stop the presses. The Windbag wants to talk. Miss Oldbag, what is this all about? Have you omitted something from your testimony? Actually, if you must know, there's something I was told not to talk about. Not to talk about? By whom? Huh? You mean it wasn't Edgeworth who told her not to talk? Well, testify. Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people at the studios on the day of the murder. They said they had nothing to do with it, see? So, they told me to just pretend they hadn't been at the studios that day. But if they're gonna accuse me, I'm not letting them get away scot-free. Miss Oldback, this is crucial information. Why did you keep this for the court until now? Ain't you been listening? They told me not to shut my trap, and I always do what I'm told. No, this isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. Witness the power of the old bag. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Give me a second. Checking something on my phone real quick. Okay. Keep quiet about something. Who were these people? Well, the director and the producer, for starters. The director? Should have known something was fishy. How could they have done a run-through of their action scene without a director? Of course. Yes, well, I was surprised no one asked about it. So, where were these people? The director was in the employee area all morning for the run-through. He joined the producer around lunchtime and they had a meeting after that. Where? Oh, in the Studio 2 trailer. Studio 2? What's the Studio 2? Well, if you look at the guide map, here it is. You go through the gate and all the way to the left. The path where the monkey's head was falling over. Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue the cross-examination? I think I've already asked all my questions, but... Miss Oldbag, this is a trial for murder. I know that's silly. Still, they were pretty convincing about having nothing to do with it. And they gave me a little bonus on the side. So you got your bonus and you still talked. Yeah, that's how that works. I think I've asked all the questions. No. Keep going. Let's do this one. Keep quiet. Is there a presenting thing I should do? No. So they were actually in the studio? Yes, the whole day. When they heard about the murder, and they beat it before the cops came. Oh, kill this woman, I swear it. I feel sorry for Edgeworth. Almost. She really left him hanging on this one. Them? Who were these people? Well, the director and the producer, for starters. The director? We should have... Oh, no. Something I'm missing. This is the one I was trying to get. Wait, it's still doing this? Alright. So you were told not to talk? That's right, but the studio and the TV bigwigs, no less. Why didn't I hear about this? Don't be too hard on yourself, Sonny. We were all in on it. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this part, actually. I've already pressed everything. Nick, I guess pressing her was the right thing to do. For an old windbag, she sure likes keeping secrets. Let's get as much information as we can. I did. I pressed everything. Hold on. Sorry, I'm trying to find. I know it's stupid, but at the moment I'm just trying to find the guide to get through this. I know I shouldn't be using guides, but I'm just doing it, at least at this point. Oh, okay. I'm just constantly going. Okay. Oh, there goes my light. I decided to turn on the fan, so if you guys actually hear the fan, I heavily apologize, but it is getting kind of hot in here. I was going to work with it. Your Honor, we have learned there were others at Global Studios on the day in question. The director and the producer and some bigwigs were all present. Yet, as we stand here, they have not been questioned. Hold on. I'm just going to see how I sound. Because if it is bad, I don't know about this then. Okay. One's acting up. There we go. Just give me a quick sec. Okay, no problem. Let's continue. I hold that it is impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers. The court acknowledges the defense's point. The prosecution will gather more information about the witness, Miss Oldbag, and more information about these other people we have just been told of. Stand, Your Honor. This ends the day's proceedings in the trial of Mr. Will Powers. That is all. This court is adjourned. I'm trying my best not to use walkthroughs in this playthrough, because I did on my first one, because I just wanted the story. So when I get like really stuck and there's no one here to help out, then I'm going to use a walkthrough. Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I was right to ask you to defend me. Aw, really, it's nothing. Or should I... Really? Really, man? Jesus, man. We'll be going down to the studios to do some more investigating. We have to find out more about this director and producer. They'll be turning up at the next trial as witnesses for certain. So now's my chance to get material for the cross-examination. So, Nick, have we figured out just who it was in that Steel Samurai costume? Could it really have been old Windbag? What do you think, Mr. Powers? I don't think it was her, really. Neither do I, Nick. Yeah, I know. Look, I was just buying time back there. Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit to take the pressure off Mr. Powers. Poor old Windbag. I feel kind of sorry for her. Well, she wasn't winning any points in there with or without my accusation. Okay, let's get down to the studios. Right. We'll be right back to visit you soon. Thanks. Thanks, guys. To be continued. Right now. I don't have to go anywhere for another couple of hours. Wait, what? Ooh. Alright. Yep. Investigation. I don't even have a drink now, so like I said, if I need to, I'll go get another drink, and this time it won't be soda. I don't even know if we have anything else. Whew, what a day. There's no time for relaxing, Nick. Say, you think WP's got a chance? I guess that really depends on the people we found out about in today's trial. The director and producer? Yeah, them. Well, what are we gonna do here then? Let's get to the studios. What do you think we should do? What do I... Huh? Why don't we do what you just said? We gotta get the scoop on this director and producer. Oh, right. Then there's no point hanging out here. That's what I've been saying! Let's get to those studios pronto! We don't have enough information to make a case yet. That's exactly the same thing you said yesterday. Just admit it. You don't have a clue what happened. There's not enough information. Oops. Oh boy. No one's here. Right, now that they have Miss Oldbag in custody, I guess they don't have anyone else to replace her. Hey, in the guard station, look! She left her donuts! What? I wasn't gonna eat them. Yeah, you were. Huh? It looks like it's been turned off for the day. Well, geez, no one's here. Over at map of the studios. Right from here is the employee area, to the left of the actual film studios. The main entrance to the studios. Probably have a police officer on patrol out there. Who would be? Looks like a studio van. They probably use it to carry around film equipment. Okay. Yeah, we want to go out here. Hey, Nick. It looks like Detective Gumshoe isn't here today. Right. He's probably up to his neck in paperwork after the commotion of today's trial. So, Nick, remember that Studio 2 we heard about at the trial today? We've done that path with the fallen tree, right? Yeah, I think that's what they said. Maybe the director and the rest of them are there today. Now's our chance, Nick. Let's check it out. This is Studio 2? I thought so. Doesn't really look much like a studio, does it? No, that it does not. Hey, there's a trailer over there. Or, sorry, that was her. It looks pretty sturdy for a movie set trailer. Are we sure this is a studio? There's some flowers here. Wow, so pretty. They're taking good care of these. Don't get too close. That fence looks dangerous. Tell me. A closer inspection, this chair looks like it's been here for a while. I don't think this is part of some temporary film set. Oh god, my freaking throat's starting to go like, oh. Like, all I did today was wake up, you know, just do my normal thing while waking up, you know, eat food, all that stuff. You know, took care of the dogs, then came in here and started up the stream. No vocal warm-ups. Here's a lesson for anybody wanting to do a bunch of out loud reading or voice acting in general, any of that kind of stuff. Yeah, do some vocal warm-ups, because I didn't. Also bring water. That's a good idea. I didn't. Don't do what I do. It don't work. Let's look at materials for making a movie set. They've been sitting here for quite some time. This might as well be a junkyard. Ooh, I'm yawning. A light van for moving staff and equipment around. They've kept it in pretty good shape. Looks like it'd run fine. Well, let's go for a drive. Sure, if I had a license. Nick, you don't have a driver's license? But look, I have this. Why don't you show me your attorney's badge, Nick? It's okay, buddy. I don't have one either. Either one. I do have a badge. It's not an attorney's badge. An incinerator. Apparently they just put this one in. It's already covered in soot. They must not clean it much. Looks like 2 people ate here. There's nothing left on the plates. Hey, so they ate T-bone steaks too. What is it with steaks around here? Hey, there's always room for steak, but something does seem out of place. What? Well, no, it just feels odd. Nick, let's go inside. You think it's okay? Oh, well, it's locked. Oh, shucks. So we're good here. I think we've already got everything here. Okay, good. Look at the gate. Alright. Off we go. See if there's anything to do in here. I don't really want to be in here. Yeah, it is a murder scene. I want to go someplace else, Nick. Wait. Hey, look! That's the chair the director sits in. I've always wanted to sit in one of these. Hey, Nick, take a look at that. One of those black and white boards they clap at the start of filming. And look, a megaphone. A real-life megaphone. Ready, Nick? Action! This girl has more trouble than I thought. That's for... God, my throat. What the hell? Ah. Go to the audio tab so I can mute myself if that happens again. That's a reflecting light. They call it a reflecting screen or something like that. Huh. What? What's your enthusiasm for all things entertainment? Well, lighting is fine, but I don't want to be the director. Maybe they're still samurai. I think she's being serious. God. Not even an hour in and my throat's like... Actually, how long has it been? Let's see. Yep, not even 2 hours in. My throat's like... Bleh. Okay. Look, it's that assistant girl. Hey! Hi. WP's lawyers, right? I heard about the trial. Great job, guys. Oh, don't mention it. Is it true they caught that security lady? Oh. What the fuck is wrong with you, buddy? Actually, she just called me. She told me to cover up that drain. You mean that one? Wow, what a mess. I know. I'm not so good with handiwork. So I'm assistant, right? Hey, yeah, but you do work on the props and backdrops, right? Right. Just lots of times they end up looking worse than they did before I fixed them. Oh? Oh, well, I'm sure these things happen. Nothing to worry yourself about. You're right, I won't. Personally, I think she should worry at least a little bit more. If you excuse me, I have to go to the guard station. I'm supposed to fill in for Miss Olbag. Right. See you later, then. Good luck with your investigation. So the fanboy they were talking about in the trial today, he came in through that drain? So it seems. I guess they covered it up in a hurry. Hey, Nick. If that drain's covered, that boy won't be able to get in. Yeah, I think that was the idea. I'm kind of sorry for him, though, don't you? What, you want to rip the grate off? Really, Nick? We can? Whoa, she's serious? Uh-oh. Well, I guess some things are just made to be broken. Yay! You know, Nick, you're pretty swell sometimes. Sometimes. Yeah! There, that should make the kids happy. Things we do. That's what we wanted. Drain grate is off, and I know who did it. Now the kids will be able to come in again. Doesn't it make you feel great to do a good deed like that? Must be nice to live so free of guilt. Must be nice in that giant penthouse of yours. That's the other way to say that. Yeah, I already know. Hey, we're not thieves, but we did take that card key. We borrowed that. There's a difference. Hold on, let me redo that. Okay, it's, hey Nick, let's go in. Maybe there'll be something else to steal? There we go. Is there anything else to add? Oh. Let's see. Cola, candy, chips, gum. Huh. So, normal. I was expecting some cool themed snacks or something. Popcorn, at least. Oh, wait, look! Samurai soda! Nick, try this! Be my guest. Okay. Oh, too bad. It's sold out. There we go. This is where the still samurai costume was on the day of the murder. That's what Mr. Power says, at least. I guess I snuck in and took it while he was sleeping. But Nick, what if Mr. Powers hadn't been sleeping? I wonder what the killer was planning on doing then. Huh, she's got a point. I forget what I have to do in here. I don't think I have to search for much. God. Damn it, hold on. I'm gonna have to quit this thing early. My fucking throat's like thrashed. Did no warm-ups, and I've not done this in a while, so it's all fucked up. For one, I haven't streamed in a while, so yeah. For two, I haven't played this game in a while. Oh god. I'm only good for a couple hours, and then I'm all raspy. We're gonna keep trying to go for it. I want to keep playing this, but oh, if my throat gets too bad, I gotta stop. At the very least, what I could do is just play something else, but I would rather just cut off at that point. Mr. Powers' bag. I wonder what's inside. Hey, supermarket tabloids? Wow, I'm kind of shocked. Maya, leave us alone. If I'm found on Mars, I'm gonna buy that issue. It's a bunch of... Oh, yeah. Wait, what? Just snacks and let's get this boy some tea and cookies. Wait, Nick! What now? These snacks. They passed the expiration date. Then don't eat them. The snacks. Meant to be eaten. Okay, no. See if there's anything different here. Okay, according to Maya, that wig was used in some old TV show. Samurai Boogie Woogie, Nick. Get with the picture. Look, explain to me how you can identify a show just by seeing a wig. Kinda. Okay. If someone wants to main powers to take an up here, like I said. It's locked. I guess it doesn't open the window much. It's kind of dusty outside. So we're kind of just done in here. Oh yeah, that's right. Being in here was a distraction for this. Or not. I thought something was about to happen there. What is the thing to do? Pretty sure we're done in this room, so I can just go. Wait, hold on. Oops. Pretty sure we can just go back and something's gonna happen, because again, we did get that one girl back to the main gate, so we can actually talk to her. Oh, hello. Oh, you look a little out of place. It's the clothes, isn't it? I thought my camo vest might do the trick. My kind of an alternative guard fashion thing. So, how are the studios doing? There's police wandering around everywhere. It's terrible. They won't even let me clean up. Don't want me disturbing evidence. I haven't even cleaned up our lunch plates from the day of the murder. You mean those plates with the steak bones left over on them in the employee area? Yeah. Can you believe it? Do kids sneak in here a lot? Well, I don't think there's that many of them, but I do see one in particular a bunch. He's always gawking at the sets or snapping pictures. You should see Owenbag's eyes flash when he sees them. She has a bit of trouble catching him, though. I heard something at the trial today. It said the director and producer were here the day of the murder. Oh, sorry. I was in the prop storage room, so I didn't see them. I guess they were here, though. The studio head seemed pretty eager to keep us quiet. So, they were trying to protect the director? More the producer, really. The producer's our real star here. She saved these studios from the brink of disaster and kept them running. I don't think we'd still be in business if it weren't for that producer. Producer, huh? Do I have anything to present to you? What's it? Say, you work with props, right? About that murder weapon. You mean the samurai spear? Yeah, it's a prop, but it's still pretty heavy. I hate having to carry that thing around. So you'd have to be pretty strong to use that as a weapon, it sounds like. Why is Mr. Powers the only person I could think of? Could you take a look at this? That's Mr. Powers. Why is he dragging his leg like that? What is this, anyway? Looks like she didn't know about this photo of the injury that morning. Never mind. Okay. I'm just gonna go around trying to get things working. I think we can go back to... Here, I'll go to Studio 2 just to see if I... Oh, yep, something changed. This place is deserted. Nick? What was that noise? It sounded like it came from inside the trailer. Someone must be inside. Hello? That's it. Pretty suspicious if you ask me, Nick. Let's go in. I'm not so sure we should be barging in. Huh? It's locked. What? We don't have a key? No, but there's probably one at the guard station at the main gate. Then what are we waiting for? Let's borrow it. If they'll let us. Security guard station. I can see the computer there runs security cameras. Oh, please don't touch anything in there. The security lady would knock the stuffing out of me if she knew. I don't want the key for the trailer. Maybe next time. Ooh, I know what to do. Go here. No? Ugh. Okay, are you in here? Yes. Oh, Jesus Christ. What am I gonna get this guy's name for? I mean, WTF, who are you? Who are you dudes? Damn no. Huh? Wait, you first. Who are you? You're pretty suspicious to me. Whatever, lamers. How could you not know the great Salmonella? I am to the lead shows, A Steel Samurai, mine, RTFC, or the film credits. Really? You're the Salmonella? The thing that gives, that you get from, like, eating ants and crap? You know, the disease? And other things? I don't know how Salmonella works. But it's a disease? Seriously, why the hell did they name their character that? I'm so sorry, you look so sorry. No, quite alright, really. It's fine, Raffle. What is it? On closer inspection. Yeah, hot. Hey, did you do a lot of cosplay? Cause that costume rocks as well. Rocksters? What? Hey, you're drooling. Oh, but forever. You've triggered my creative powers. Yes, it's coming to me. Pink Princess. The sequel that's still samurai. Pink Princess Warrior of Little Old Tokyo. Seriously, I can't get these voices together. Raffle. Who the fuck talks like this? Pink Princess? Why's it gotta be Little Old Tokyo? Why can't it have a cool name like Neo Old Tokyo? Maya, we really need to talk about cool. Did you not notice anything unusual on the day of the murder? Oh, I know who you dudes are. That security lady told you about us, eh? That's right. It was a pretty regular day. We had to run through the action scene in the morning. I can't get the freaking... Huh, hold on a sec. Okay, I'm sitting here trying to get voices, and I don't know a good one for him. It's a one-time character, but I don't know any. Then a meeting from lunchroom. It's gonna sound a lot like other voices, okay? Then a meeting from lunchroom in the Studio 2 trailer. I was so busy I didn't get a chance to eat lunch. And a T-bone steak, was it? Yeah, sucksers. I hate missing out on food. Nick, what does sucksers mean? No idea. Anyway, I was in a meeting from noon till after 4 with a producer and some bigwigs from the network. Mr. Hammer's time of death was suspected 2:30. But he's telling the truth. That meeting gives him an alibi. About the producer who's meeting... Oh, you mean Dee Vasquez? She's a genius. Man, skills out of the way. Scary, though. She brought these studios back on the brink of destruction. She's the one who made it possible for me to make the Steel Samurai. You had a meeting with her on the day of the murder, right? Yeah, we were together from noon to 4, the whole time. But who exactly are these bigwigs people keep mentioning? Oh, the boss over the network and some sponsors. Also a few production guys. They piled into a limousine and got here around noon. I'm seriously it's starting to turn into Old Bag's voice. Major tension, you know. Were all of them with you the entire time? Yeah, unfortunately. They're all gray-haired geezers. Sounds like they'd all be reliable witnesses. I'm trying to pay much attention to things that don't interest me at all. Why are you staring at me like that? This is WP, right? How do you know? Well, look, he's obviously dragging his foot. Oh, right. The director would know about the injury. He was there. I guess we're done talking with you. Still nothing? Christ. Oh, actually, hold on a minute. There's gonna be something to talk with him about, right? Not the card key, I already got that. Guide map, whatever. Samurai Spirit, no. You wouldn't care about that. We'll do this. Okay. Okay. You again? How rude. Act like you've seen a ghost. You certainly got back to your post quickly. Oh, the police took me away, they did. They pulled me out of a spare Steel Samurai costume. Told me to put it on. Can you imagine? How could I, a sweet little old lady, wear a giant suit like that? Mr. Powers is pretty tall. As soon as they saw there was no way I could wear it, they let me go. I guess that would have allowed her being the murderer. Anyway. Know this, whippersnapper. This old lady never forgets a slight or insult. And you won't get any information out of me. My lips are sealed. I am terrible at this. Okay, everybody. Badly timed. Badly timed. But literally, I didn't even know. I thought I still had like a couple hours left. I do not. I have no time left. So I'm going to have to end the stream right here. I heavily apologize, but I'm going to have to get off and go do stuff anyway. So thank you all for coming to for showing up. We will continue this here soon. I don't know when, probably Wednesday or Thursday. It depends. But I hope you've all enjoyed this. I'm so sorry for ending early. And yeah, just hope you guys have enjoyed this in some way. I will try to do some vocal warm-ups so we can do this for longer next time. So sorry about that. Again, thank you all for coming to watch, and I will see you next time. So goodbye.